Hi everyone, this video is for all my lovely Patreon supporters, and I'm going to do a unpacking and unboxing of the new tarot cards that I bought with the money you sent me, so thank you guys so much. But this could also be a little bit ASMR-ish because I've got this really crinkly bag here. And some people find the sound really relaxing. So let's have a look at what I bought. First thing, there's a bag of receipts. Don't need those anymore. Let's put those over there. First thing, a little butterfly bag to keep my tarot cards in. So some boxes are really great, like the Wild Unknown Tarot, for instance, because that box is perfect. But some decks, the boxes aren't very good. So you put them in these little bags. And this is so beautiful. It's a dream catcher with some butterflies around it. And again, in very crinkly kind of paper. But I've got a couple of decks that need proper packaging. So this is desperately needed. I've got this deck, let me show you. It's literally packed up in a box like this. That's how they packed it. Isn't that terrible? And they put their deck in there like this. I don't even know what the deck is called anymore. It's beautiful. But I've never used it because they've hidden it in a little cardboard box. So that'll be coming out again. Thank you. You guys have helped me just rediscover a new deck. I bought another one of these. And I love this one because it's got the beautiful angel wings here, and it just the wings in itself, it's almost like, it just seems like a footprint that an angel has been here. So these are the velvety bags. But now, I've looked at this deck for so many years, and I wondered whether I should buy it. But I decided today to focus solely on numerology via some guidance cards. So these are oracle cards. These are not regular tarot cards. These are numerology cards, and I think they could be really fun because here they have different numbers. They go up to 85 and 88, and they give you the meanings as well. So 8 and 5, I would add them up. I would make that 13, which equals 4, and that would represent security and structure and an opportunity to find security. And here it says, following your dreams. So I would combine that with, if you follow your dreams, you will find some security and structure. Here we've got 88. 88 in itself is a master number because it's 2 8s, and 8 is power. So I would say this is a really powerful day for you. If I were to add them up, 16 is 17. 17 is mind and creativity. So here it says abundance. So it's through your power and it's through your mind and your creativity that you'll create abundance. So I'm really looking forward to using this deck. And this is all the money you guys sent me on Patreon. So this is all thanks to you. Now, the next one is such a fun one. I couldn't resist. It just looks so beautiful. The Tarot of the Cat People. I can't wait to open this. I'm going to use this tomorrow. It just looks so quirky and just so fun. I love individualists. So this is 78 card tarot deck. Look how beautiful she is. So this was created in 1984, and I've never seen it, and it looks absolutely beautiful. It's kind of like got this Siberian, Mongolian vibe, Egyptian vibe here. But here we've got like Genghis Khan, so I can't wait to use the tarot of the cat people. That looks really, really good. Different sounds as well. This isn't really an ASMR video. I have really been watching a lot of ASMR lately, and it's amazing how just simple sounds like this can be so relaxing. Because you've got so much going on in your life. It's taking 5 minutes out here to look at a tarot reader on the internet, find new cards. You're treating yourself to a bit of time off. So you can listen to some relaxing sounds. This is really hard for me to just play with them and not open them. I like to read the cards. So I'm getting myself wrapped up. So we've got the numerology, got the cat people. Really looking forward to that. What else have we got in our little bag of treasures? You guys have been really kind and generous to me over Patreon, so I've gone all out. I've bought the Tarot of the Mystic Spiral. So this looks, I love this line with these wings, and it's on the corner and the back, so. The secret of life hidden in the sacred geometry and the spiral forms of nature and myths guarded by the Knights Templar, revealed by philosophers, scientists, and alchemists. So this is the kind of thing I'm into because it's about alchemy, philosophy, the spirals, nature. I'm a triple earth sign, so the symbols that I see in nature are really, really important to me. And it's often nature that tells me you're on the right track. It's just through my body, I feel this sense of you're on the right track or not. So I look at earthly kind of symbols to give me a message. And often if I'm trying to decide something myself, I will see things during the day that will confirm certain things. I'm trying to think of an example. Like for instance, if you're moving house and the street is, you know, St. Anne's or something, and you went to St. Anne's boarding school, it's that kind of thing. It's little symbols and coincidences that aren't coincidences that often guide you. And I think this tarot deck is going to be able to enlighten us, some of us, in terms of that beautiful kind of what all the spirals and symbols mean. I can't wait. And now, the final card that I bought, and we can get deck I bought really, and I can get rid of this bag now. I love these kind of paper bags. I always keep them, and you can use them to bring over little books or tarot cards. How beautifully that folds. That makes the Virgo very happy. Can even flatten it. There we go. So our final deck is the Good Tarot by Colette Baron-Reid. Now Colette Baron-Reid has had a huge influence on my life, so has Doreen Virtue. 2010, I listened a lot to Doreen Virtue's podcast on Hay House Radio. I think back then it was still free, or I had to pay a minimal amount. And I also listened to Colette Baron-Reid, and Colette Baron-Reid was really great because she's like the psychic. She's like someone who works in the industry, in the psychic industry, if you want to call it, or the intuitive industry. But she's always also someone, I started to listen to her podcast, and sometimes she's very, very OTTs, like she says things like fantabulosity. So you've got, you know, if that kind of thing bothers you, then you've got to get ready for that. But she also gives really wonderful concrete advice. And many, many years ago, I think in 2010, I had a reading with her booked in for 15 minutes. And she's the real deal. I loved her. And she really encouraged me and got me on the path. And what I like about her is that she shows us that she's got mixed parts. She's someone who is intuitive, but she's open about the fact that she's in recovery. She's open about the fact that she's not perfect, that she's not always right. I think she also is able to look at the dark side of life and also see the sense of humor and sometimes the need for humor, especially in tragic circumstances. And that's why I bought this. And I also bought this because the cards are just so beautiful. The Hierophant as this amazing warrior angel. The messenger of fire, so the knight of fire, is this beautiful fire nymph. And then the two of water, these beautiful fish, just delicately kind of brushing against one another. And it's just very, it seems very elegant and refined to me. The classical root tarot gets a modern twist in this gorgeous deck rooted in positive psychology and personal transformation. The suits of the four elements, air, water, earth and fire. That's easier than when they change it to leaves or summer or wind or pikes or whatever, because at least with the elements, I know that water is cups. And the 78 cards are read as archetypal aspects of the human experience that we may encounter in ourselves or in the world, which is great because that's what I do the readings for you guys to see what you may encounter in yourselves or in the world that day and to prepare you for it. Unlike most decks, the cards messages are not forecasts or warnings, but positive affirmations in the now. So you can integrate their energy immediately and personally. That's not true because the Tower, the Hierophant, Death, the Hanged Man, those aren't positive affirmations. Those are signals that, those are warnings that something ought to change. But it's not negative. Yeah, it's a positive affirmation that you can change something in the now. So you can integrate that energy and change. Traditional tarot enthusiasts can also use this deck for their favorite spread. That's me. I'm a tarot enthusiast. The good tarot is especially helpful when you feel lost or concerned about choices you've made or seek greater understanding of circumstances. You know, that's true as well. Sometimes we need to, if you're doing a reading for yourself, you need to think about the reading that you're doing. If I feel very psychologically confused, I'm not going to use the Thoth Tarot because that's very cerebral and intellectual. That's really going to complicate things for me. I would use something like the Good Tarot, something that's very simple and intuitive. If I was feeling really dark and self-pity-ish, I would use a really dark deck that would make me laugh at myself because look how dark you've got and what a state you're in, and it just makes me laugh. That's why sometimes I've got these really scary decks that I don't use on the channel because they're not for everybody, and I only use those when I'm in a dark place and I need to laugh myself out of it. But on an everyday level, I would use the Tarot of the Cat People because I'm eccentric. I like eccentric things. I'm a complicated person. I like lots of different influences, and something that celebrates being eccentric is always going to appeal to me. Look at that cat. Isn't he just adorable? I just want to squeeze her. Oh, so cute. And I can't wait to use this deck. So guys, thank you so much for the support on Patreon. That's what's enabled me to actually get these and the bags and everything. So thank you so much. I just thought I'd show you what the cards are like a little bit. So this is what's coming up over the next couple of days. Hooray. And thank you again for all the support. If you want to join the wonderful people on Patreon and support me in getting new decks, and it's not just new decks, it takes the pressure off me so that I can make the channel better. And I can say this hand on heart that I always try and make the videos better, and I'm always trying to find new ways of making it interesting and insightful and helpful for you guys. And I love YouTube. I would have never thought that I would love YouTube, because I've always been such a shy, screwed up little man. Well, not little man, 6'4" man, but you know, and now I'm on YouTube and I get to really come out of my comfort zone. And to me, it's just, I'm just grateful every day. So thank you so much, guys. If you do want to join the super Patreon supporters, then I'll put the link in the description below. Have a fabulous day. This video hopefully has just been a nice little trip down tarot lane to give you an idea of what's coming up. So I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day, and watch out for these cards being used in future. Much love.